Hi guys, this is Harish Kumar Reddy. I am the DevOps certified trainer. Welcome to you all. So today I am trying to discuss about the virtual machines. So as we are working with virtual machines, please try to go my previous videos like route map, introduction of DevOps, future of DevOps. So today I'm trying to discuss about the virtual machines. Okay, so basically what is virtual machine actually, so we need to know about this. Okay, so though you already seen many YouTube videos what is virtual machine, also if you are aware of virtual machine also, that's fine, but I can try to explain you very clearly what is a virtual machine actually. Okay, so today we are trying to work on the what is server. So first we'll try to understand. So before going with the virtual server, I'm trying to go with the what is server actually. Okay, so let's understanding the physical and virtual hypervisor. So what is that actually, we'll try to discuss that one, how to create a virtual machine, and we'll try to discuss one use case scenario like real time, so in virtual machine. Okay, so okay, let's go with the concept of server guys. Okay, so for this I'm trying to go with one small example to work on this progress. So today I'm trying to talk about the server. First I'm trying to talk about the server. So server is something where, suppose I'm taking one hotel. I'm taking one hotel. Okay, I'm taking one hotel. Okay, so two customers, like suppose two customers are coming to the hotel. Some I can go with B, A and B. Okay, so these two customers are coming to hotel directly, and they sit in one place. Okay, they sit in one place. Okay, so now once they sit in hotel, then definitely the waiter will come. The waiter, he is a waiter will come to this particular session. Okay, he's taking order. Okay, see, once he's taking order, suppose a person want veg and B person want non-veg. Okay, so here the waiter is trying to asking that what I want to help you. So a person is ordering some food. He is going with food that is veg and non-veg. Okay, so now once he is taking order, the waiter is taking order, he is going to kitchen room. He is going to kitchen room. Okay, so he will try to so whatever he is taking order, that is a resource. Whatever he is trying to take order, that is a resource, and he went to kitchen room to make a preparation on the food. Okay, so once the food is ready, he is coming back to the clients. So whatever the AB is called clients here, clients, and whatever he is taking the order, he is a acknowledged person. Okay, so acknowledgement, he want to take a response, from the AB. Okay, so once he is once he prepared this particular kitchen, so and he coming back to AB. And one thing you need to notice here, so A person want veg, B person want non-veg, but waiter is taking very clear instructions from A person and B person. So, but suppose if he might be like A person. Suppose he is thinking that A person want non-veg, B person is want veg. No, that is completely wrong. So because server won't do that actually. Okay, server will try to take a perfect instructions to take a part of the scenario. Okay, so whatever he is taking the instruction, that is very clear, and he is doing some process, and he is coming back to the clients, and he is giving the order. Okay, so why I'm telling this one actually, so because See, if you go with any real-time, real-world example, definitely every resource, every day-to-day activity that we can call this one as a service. Okay, so whatever we are trying to take any task, whatever you are trying to take any task, definitely if you go with applications, like if you go with any application like cloud or any server, like in our industry we have a lot of servers, right, data centers. So whatever you're trying to give any instruction, whatever you're trying to give any instruction, like suppose I want to send the mail, suppose I want to call to my friend, I want to call to my friend. So so I'm the sender and my friend is a receiver, and my friend is a receiver. See, whenever you are working properly, whenever you are trying to take any task like this, so I'm the sender and he is a receiver. So suppose i'm trying to call I'm trying to call to my friend to receiver. So I'm trying to call to giving the request, I'm giving the request, and so request to receiver, and receiver is trying to give the acknowledgement. Receiver is trying to give the acknowledgement. I'm waiting for the call. I'm waiting for the receiver's call. Waiting for the receiver call. So that is called acknowledgement. Okay. So once he was pick my call, definitely we got one response. We got from response from the to sender. Okay, this is called response. See, when the server will act as a request and response based upon the acknowledgement, I can call this one as a three shake hand property. Three shake hand property. Okay, so this is called a server, guys. So this is called server. We can call this one as a server. Okay, so server, very simple. Server is just taking the instructions and giving acknowledgement as per the requirement of client service. Okay, so this is called a simple example of server. Okay, so now let's discuss about what is virtual machine actually. So is service is mandatory in our companies? Yes, this is mandatory for every MNC companies. Okay, so basically, if you're working on like history, you're working with applications based upon the servers only. But now to overcome that, suppose in server, suppose the client is giving the server to you, the client is giving server to you. Then in this server I can call this one as a suppose the client is giving 100 GB to your company, but your as per your manpower. So as per in your company, your resource is your resource is only 50 GB. 50 GB. So 50 GB. So every person, like suppose 50 GB, this 50 GB has been split to different applications. 1, 2, 3. Okay, in your company you need only 50 GB, but client is giving 100 GB to you. 100 GB. So so in that company, every person is splitting this 50 GB. Suppose he was going with 10 GB. 10 GB. He is going with 10 GB. 10 GB. He is going with 10 GB. He is going with 10 GB. He is going with 10 GB. So like this I was split into 50 like this I was split into 50 GB. Okay, 50 GB like this. 50 GB. So what about remaining 50 GB? What about remaining 50 GB? It is completely wastage. It is completely wastage. Okay, so we are using a wastage here. 50 GB is wasted. Okay, so the client is, this is completely cost effective, guys. So client is giving server 100 GB, but you are only working with only 50 GB. So remaining 50 GB is completely wasted. Okay, so server is very cost effective manner. Effective manner. Okay, so cost effective manner. Okay, so to overcome this, we are trying to go with the VMs. We are trying to go with the VMs. So server, whatever the client is accessing, whatever the client is giving some such a resource to the company, like 100 GB or 200 GB. But as per our company manpower, we are only working with 50 GB, 50 GB or 60 GB. So depends upon the prop of our project. Okay, so we are working on the servers, so you are utilizing very less to according to the client requirement, so remaining 50 GB will be wastage as per the company norms. Okay, so to overcome that, we are using VMs. VMs are very, very important in current role industries. VMs are very current role in our industry currently. Okay, so that is, so whatever you're trying to utilize all these things like 50 GB, that is comes a picture of inefficiency manner. Inefficiency inefficiency manner inefficiency manner. Okay, so I can call this one as inefficiency. Okay, to make it efficiency, so we are trying to go with the VMs actually. Okay, we are going with the VMs. So let us discuss what is VM actually, how we can work on the VMs. Okay, so now, okay, so now I'm trying to go with the VMs. So you know what is understand. So you understand what is server actually, right? So server, that can be specified whenever you are trying to give any instruction from the client to from the sender to receiver. Receiver is trying to take acknowledgement as well, and he is trying to pick the response. Okay, so depends upon the client requirements. Okay, so now so what is the drawback of server? So if you suppose the client is giving 100 GB to you, but as per your company you are utilizing only 50 GB. 50 GB. So that 50 GB, remaining 50 GB will be wasted. That is comes a picture of inefficiency manner. To overcome this, we are, the virtual machine has came in market. So now in VMs, I'm trying to go with VM. In VMs, so here I'm trying to maintain one server. So that is called logical address. So I am going with logical. So I'm trying to go with logical partition. I'm going with logical partition. So here we are in logical partition, we are trying to maintain the hypervisors. We are trying to maintain the hypervisor. We are trying to maintain the hypervisor. Okay, so what is a hypervisor here? So hypervisor is a software. Okay, to maintain the logical isolations. To maintain the logical isolation. Okay, so here in hypervisor we are trying to go with different partitions. Okay, that is VM1, VM2, VM3, VM4, VM5, VM1, VM2, VM3, VM4, VM5. Okay, we are maintaining the logical partitions here. Okay, so like this, we are trying to. So here, in this sequence, in this VMs, whatever you are trying to maintain the logical partition, that is called efficiency manner. Efficiency manner. Okay, so basically what I want to say here is, when what I want to say here is, I want to work on the virtual machine can, according to your breaking the logical moment. Okay, like I can go with example. Suppose I'm trying to go with example in VM. Most probably if you're working on computer, definitely you are looking for CPU. Okay, you are looking for memory unit, MU. You are looking for hardware. Okay, so here basically what I want to say here is, if you're working on, so CPU stands for central processing unit, and MU stands for memory unit, and we are working with hardware. Okay, so now in this computer, what is a key role? What is a key role which we are trying to define? Okay, so if you suppose in your company you have five members in your company. Okay, five members. So five numbers on your company. So I can go with the company name is ABC. So abc.com. abc.com. So in this abc.com, you're working with five numbers. Okay, that is every member want the computer. Every single person want computer, right? So in this computer, we are trying to go with CPU, memory unit, and hardware. Okay, so here we are trying to for every system we are trying to maintain one virtual machine, that is a software. We are maintaining one virtual machine, that is a software. So this software will try to collaborate with the collaboration with the configuration. Like suppose if I want to install any platform like Ubuntu or Macintosh or any Windows on the particular file like Red Hat Ubuntu. So these are so I want to maintain some ISO file. You need to maintain the configuration, that is CPU, memory unit, and hardware. Okay, so now in this case in virtual machines. Okay, so in virtual machines we are trying to maintain the partitions. Based upon the logical efficient manner, like this VM1, VM2, VM3, VM4, VM5. So like this, all the servers want this CPU, memory unit, and hardware based upon the configuration on the particular part of scenario. Okay, so that is called hypervisor is trying to maintain the different types of racks according to the efficient manner. Okay, so now like example, I'll try to go with example, guys. So if you doesn't understand this concept, I'll try to go with example. So for this, what I can do here is I can go with example like Netflix. I can go with Netflix. You know what is Netflix, right? So Netflix or GitHub. I can go with Amazon. Okay, I can go with Amazon. So here, why I'm taking these examples here is Netflix will try to give so Netflix having one cloud. Internally we have one cloud, Netflix cloud. Okay, in this cloud we are already having the cloud providing two CPUs, 8 core processor. Okay, so 8 core processor, like so 2 CPU 8 core processor, like this it will try to give the cloud is trying to give all the facilities to the particular resource person. Okay, 2 core CPU 8 core processor, like this we are trying to go with allocating on the particular processor. Okay, so now the cloud is giving such a good resource to the particular to the person, that is that person will try to go with working on that particular scenario. Okay, so they'll try to go with entertainment like Hollywood, Bollywood movies. They'll try to take a different types of partitions according to the memory unit, and they'll try to work on the progress based upon the central processing unit. Central processing unit is trying to give the instructions to the particular resource person to work on the different task of evaluations. Okay, so this different task of evaluation to maintain the operations. For this we need to maintain the hardware. Okay, so we need to store one physical machine, that is hardware. Okay, hardware is a physical machine. Remember this, physical machine. We are maintaining the physical machine. Okay, so maintaining the physical machine to maintain the all the data storage, you need to go with memory unit. That is, we are working on memory unit. Okay, so memory unit, you need to store the files. Like this, every resource person want all these factors. Okay, so that's why the virtual machine is completely efficiency manner. Okay, so I want to say very clearly about this. DevOps is something where we are working on the resource efficient manners. Okay, so that's why we came to the automation actually. Okay, so rather than taking the manual servers, I don't want to give the cost efficiency to the client. To overcome the cost reducing factors, I was working on the virtual machines. Okay, so that is comes a picture of hypervisor. Okay, hypervisor is a software that can maintain the efficient manner different types of rack efficiencies. I want to maintain the rack efficiency like VM1, VM2, VM3, VM4, VM5. So this is very flexible manner to work on the progress. Okay, so if you're working on any application like Netflix, GitHub and Amazon, definitely we need to raise the CPU, that is central processing unit, memory unit and hardware, depends upon the data resource operations. Okay, so now in this case what I want to say here is we are working, so whatever you're trying to take any application, suppose I'm working with application here, I'm working with application here, I'm working with application like Netflix. I'm working with Netflix application here. So here in Netflix, you need to create one data center. Data center. You need to create data center. Suppose how we can get data centers based upon the regional zones. So that's why we are using AWS. We are using AWS. So AWS having, it's a just like a cloud computing, guys. So we are working with CC, that is cloud computing. So to maintain the regional zones like Mumbai, like Mumbai, like Ohio, like we are working with Singapore. So we are working with all over the world. Okay. So it depends upon you. Suppose I'm in India. I'm working with the Mumbai. Okay. I'm working with my data center is Mumbai. Okay. I'll go with the Mumbai location. I'll try to work on the operations. Okay. So like this, we are trying to go with AWS, not only AWS, Azure, and we have GCP. Like this, we have a number of clouds as came to the market. Okay. Okay. But as per my feasibility, I am working with AWS because AWS is such a good, having lot of features in particular part of cloud computing to work on the progress. For this, I am trying to work on the AWS. Okay. So here I want to disclose one thing very clearly. So basically, what is a server? A server is a particular resource, whatever you're trying to give any instructions to the particular part of scenario, that will be respond according to the efficient manner. Okay, but here the main drawback of server is, so whatever the client is giving, suppose in your company the client is giving 100 GB to you, but you are using only 50 GB as per your resource, remaining wastage is completely wastage. Okay, that is comes a picture of inefficiency manner. But in coming to virtual servers, we are maintaining the complete efficient manner based upon the hypervisor. You are giving such a good instruction to the particular hypervisor to maintain the rack efficiencies. So with this rack efficiency, we are trying to conclude that, okay, whatever the client is giving such a good specification, you are working on the particular distribution process. Okay, that is comes a picture of rack efficiencies. Okay, so I was going with the best example, that is Netflix will works under the data center, like n number of cloud systems has been there in Netflix. Okay, so based upon the region zones, in this region zones, I'm trying to work on the scenario, that is AWS. So AWS is a cloud which we are trying to maintain the depends upon the region zones like Mumbai, Ohio, and we are working on Singapore. Depends upon your nearest places, you are trying to work on the operation side. Okay, so this is what I want to say about the virtual machines. And so I already gave very good example to you to work on the progress. So whatever I gave the server example, so to overcome that, I was following with the virtual server in application scenarios. Okay, so this is what I want to say, what is virtual server and what is a server actually. Okay, so this is completely like virtual machine is completely like isolated process. Okay, we are working on different types of isolated process based upon the scenarios. Okay, so this is what we are trying to work on the scenarios, guys. I hope you understand this concept clearly. So if you have any doubts, feel free to ask me, guys, in comment sessions. I'll make you clarify on you. Okay, so I hope this will be completes my session. Okay, thank you guys and have a nice day.